Leaders of so-called coloured communities have called off a total shutdown that was planned for today. However, there will be a protest at the Johannesburg Stock Exchange in Sandton tomorrow, as well as a mass march in the Johannesburg CBD on Friday. For more on this, we crossed our reporter Chriselda Lewis in Riverlea. Good afternoon, Chriselda. Take us through what's happening now.
Well, a very good afternoon to you. Well, last night there had been an SMS that had been circulating coming from Riverlea residents saying that they were going to embark on a picket this morning against the very same issues that had been highlighted in Westbury, in Ennerdale, and the predominantly coloured areas in Johannesburg. So this morning, when we drove through here, not much had been taking place, but this afternoon, we were alerted by some community members that police were firing rubber bullets here in Riverlea after these residents decided to stage a picket. You'd recall, after an all-crucial meeting yesterday in Eldorado Park that was attended by several of the community leaders from various coloured townships here in Johannesburg, there had been an agreement that there would be pickets that will be held in their various communities, but nothing in comparison to what we saw last week with the burning of tyres and several other issues that communities had planned to basically let their grievances be known by those in authority. So here in Riverlea this afternoon, they decided to stage this picket, and police have fired several rubber bullets. Not much of the road is closed at this stage, but we do understand towards the stadium, not too far from where I am at the moment, that part had also been affected, but police have been roped in thus far. But the issues still remain the same. Issues relating to communities that are sick and tired of drug abuse in their areas, and are also calling on government, of course, to intervene. So you'd recall, emanating from yesterday's meeting as well, there had been a decision that these communities will gather at the Johannesburg Securities Exchange tomorrow, where they say they will let known those who are in charge of the economy. They say that they're sick and tired of exclusion. And also there is a Blood Friday that is planned for this coming Friday, where these residents say they will be marching to the Johannesburg CBD, to the office of the Gauteng Premier, to try and get him to intervene in what they say are communities in disarray. Let me chat now to Marsha Roberts, who is one of the community members who decided to continue with this picket here this morning. Marsha, thanks for your time. Look, we did understand from yesterday's meeting that there would be pickets that would be held in the various communities. Talk to us a bit about the grievances here in Riverlea.
Before now, I want to start first. Our children, no parks. I'm one of our hockey leaders. There's no ground here for us. Facilities, nothing. On the same thing over and over and over again.
So would you say that is contributing towards children being involved in
in drugs. And the pipes of the toilets, the shuri's pipes, everything.
So there's quite a number of issues that you're trying to highlight. What would you like to see? We've been in several other communities that had these protests previously, and we're seeing, of course, you joining now with this picket. What would you like to see happen in these communities?
Drugs must stop, and more sports facilities must come in to keep the children busy.
But what are you doing about a situation where others might argue that the people who are selling these, are they within the community? Do they come in from outside?
In a community. They are in the community, not from outside.
So what have you done about it?
Protest, that's all I can do. Because long later they don't help us, they take chocho.
This is the police station?
Yeah. Yes.
All right, let me just show you there, just after police had fired rubber bullets. If you could just zoom in. Can I just see your cheek, please? This is where one of the injuries to this lady's face, where she had been shot with a rubber bullet. Also, let's move towards this direction. We'll ask Nuku. This is where one of the community leaders was also shot as well with rubber bullets. Police have also still maintained quite a strong police presence here, and these residents are saying they're not carrying any weapons, they're not carrying anything at this stage, and what has happened is that they're accusing police of basically using force in order to stop them from protesting peacefully. So at this stage, as I've counted thus far, more than 5 people have been shot and injured with the rubber bullets. Others have been taken to the clinic around here, and these residents are saying they are heeding that call by the leaders of this shutdown campaign to continue these pickets in their communities, and are saying they don't understand why police are firing on them, as they've been picketing quite peacefully in these particular areas. If we had to just look around, I mean, there aren't any tires that are being burnt here. Some of the roads had been closed very briefly. You can see a lot of the community has also just gathered here. Yes. All right. I do understand there have been some arrests that have been made as well. If I could just get the children away from here. If we could ask the children to please move back and not come towards the camera. Ma'am, you were saying there are a few people who have been arrested?
Yes, there's a few people that also has been arrested only by standing. We didn't do anything. There wasn't any violence going on. The police just started firing at us. Yeah.
Do you know how many people have been arrested at this stage?
I think maybe 5 or 6 people. And most of them is only women that has been arrested. There wasn't any violence, nothing. And they just fired at us.
Ma'am, thank you very much for your time.
Wat ik keer ze willen zijn, dat wat die kinders weer. Hij heeft twee dikkie laat kalmeer.
All right, just some of the sentiments that you earlier heard from these residents accusing police of excessive force. But we'll continue to monitor the situation here, as these residents say they will continue throughout the afternoon to picket here against drugs and quite a number of other social ills that they say continue to plague this community.
Chriselda Lewis coming to us live there from Riverlea. Nompumelelo, it's over to you.